a little update here on my channel. Kind of talk a little bit about what kind of how my winter has gone. I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 animals here at the garage. 3 of which are fox. Got some really nice ones. So I'm going to just kind of chat a little bit about what I've been up to, kind of how the winter's gone, and kind of what I'm up to here, kind of in the second half, and how we're going to finish up. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'll tell you a little bit about what's happening here in central Alberta. Hey, I've got some exciting stuff to talk about. I'm just in the middle of going after wolves here. I tried to chase the wolves a little bit with some hunters. Had some guys that wanted to do some hunting, and so we had a lot of fun. But with kind of limited success. Didn't really end up with the hunters that I was looking for in as far as the quantity of hunters is concerned. And so I learned a lot, moved, set up some blinds, moved them around, and kind of I had the wolves coming and going. I was feeding them anywhere from 800 to 900 pounds a week. And kind of as luck would have it, I would have a hunter. A hunter could commit to so many days, and of course, even if the wolves are in that area, they would it would be just that time where they were just kind of mulling around the bait, and then the hunter left, and of course the next day for 2 days or 3 days, or however long it took, the wolves, they would move right in and clean up the bait, and they were literally from 1 week to the next, the wolves would take and eat a 800-900 pounds. And so anyway, I kind of ran out of winter a little bit, or running a little bit short on winter. And so I started opening up snares there, and I've got the wolf at the one bait. I call him Kinky Tail. He's been hanging around that bait, and I think he's kind of an outsider. He's hanging around the outside perimeters. I don't think he belongs to a pack. He's kind of trying to make a go of it himself. But at any rate, and then I've got another big pack. The big male in that pack there, he leaves a footprint that I can pretty much put my hand into. I've got like an average size hand. I stand just over 5 foot 10 inches tall. With an average size hand, that kind of tells you that's a pretty big wolf. So yeah, pretty keen on trying to get him, and so but I've got 2 baits, like I said, that are pretty active. One of them is set, and so I'm gonna go back in a couple of days. I've got some more bait that I'm gonna take and set out and keep those baits active. Martin season came to a close. I didn't really do a whole bunch with martin this year. I trapped a few. Had some friends of mine. They came out and they wanted to see some trapping action, so I was catching a few martin in the mountains there to take and show some fur, and I've got some of them hanging right here. Caught some nice marten, and I had a wolverine this year in my registered fur management area, and but I didn't set a trap as soon as it was known to be in the area, because the weather was just so nice. And the reality is, the first wolverine that I catch there, I'm not going to take and catch him to lose him to weather. So I held off for a bit, and then just the way that it turned out, I was not able to take and get him in. Had a lynx walk right through, had a couple marten boxes there with a wolverine running pole set. I'll show that on a video here yet later on. And yeah, kind of too bad. It would have been really nice to take and catch a wolverine there, but hey, that's okay. And so yeah, I pulled the wolverine traps, the wolverine trap and the marten traps here end of January. We are I'd have to look at the calendar, I forget, it's just inside of February, because that was just a few days ago, maybe February 4th or so ish. And so I've got coyote season still open, and we're going after the wolves. And I'm really looking forward to catching the wolves. Really kind of looking forward to seeing what's going to happen and what's going to show up and what colors they're all going to be. I know I got pictures of a bunch of grays. I got pictures of brownie. I'm kind of wondering about that big male. I don't know if the gray that I got, if that is that big male. Kind of hoping to see a black or a bluish black, nice big prize in there. So yeah, pretty pumped about that. But my coyote catch this winter has been phenomenal. I have noticed a few coyotes right here. I'll show you one. This is kind of what you're trying to stay away from. This one here has got a pretty bad shoulder mites problem. So you can see all of his guard hairs are gone, and it kind of goes into his back. So I'm going to do an evaluation. I'm going to take and skin him. And what I'll do is if I just don't end up with enough commercial value, which I probably won't, what I'll do is I'll just take and I'll self-tan him, and I can take and get enough fur off of the backside here and possibly off the neck that I can take and utilize with my wife in her sewing business. She's big into to producing fur garments and so on. But here's another nice coyote that I just caught. He's still pretty frozen. Like, some of these coyotes are in really good condition here. Nice and full all the way through the back. Here's same thing. Really nice coyote right here. You can just see how nicely furred he is from the bottom all the way through to the top. And although the kind of the prized fur, as I understand it, is obviously the back fur. He's really nice and thick all the way through. Really thick fur here. So that's a really nice coyote. Not a very big one. This one here roamed through. I didn't weigh this coyote because he's not that heavy, but he'll be a very big coyote. And just a really awesome coyote. Thick fur. So I'm gonna have to grind the fur buyer when he comes over. I need to see top marks for this one. We'll see how that goes. Fur buyer's a really good guy, so kind of looking forward to having a conversation. And soft. Very often when you catch big coyotes like this, they can be gristly. Like, the fur is a little bit more coarse. And this is a very high density fur, and it's kind of soft to the touch. Very often I find that when I end up with fur quality this good, it ends up being smaller coyotes. But this here will be a large coyote. I don't want to touch them too far there with bare hands. Sometimes they get some little surprises up and around the tail. But looks like he might have a few bite marks. I'm not sure if that'll just comb right out, but It's just kind of matted there, I think. But yeah, really nice coyote. Caught a couple of really nice foxes here this go around. That's a big male right there. See his tool bag there. He's a nice big red. And if I can just pull him out, put the light on him a bit. Generally, I don't catch fox that are that nice, that far up the back. And around here, that's a good red fox. So that's a big male. I'm going to skin that one for taxidermy. If somebody's interested in a really cool red in central Alberta, you'll know where to find him. And that's an adult male. And another smaller one right here, but also good quality. And yeah, overall, decent batch of coyotes right there. Like I said, I had a throwaway. I had one. He had mange so bad that there was no commercial value. Had no guard hairs whatsoever. He wouldn't have even been a $5 coyote. So I try to make sure that I don't bring garbage like that into my garage. Cool, few different reasons. I do not want those bugs in here. I always, this is what I use. I mean, this is money right here. I can't abide having these critters taking and crawling, and especially fox. Fox can be really bad. I have already sprayed them, and I don't see anything kind of moving around. So that's always something to look out for. Like I said, I don't want the garbage in here, and I don't want to bring infested dogs in here, and try to keep my mess to a minimum. But yeah, that's kind of my update here. So for the rest of February, I'm going to be heading back into the mountains here to deal on the wolves. I'll be back there in probably 4 days or so. Give them some time to settle down. I had some folks. They found one of my hunting blinds, and they saw a whole bunch of wolf tracks. They walked over to the hunting blind. They saw tracks all up and around within arm's reach of the hunting blind. They thought they were going into the hunting blind to possibly find somebody in distress, but evidently that wasn't the case. The hunter had come and gone. I'm sure the hunter is going to puke once he takes and finds out that the wolves were there when he left, and that's just how it goes. It's hard. It's wolf hunting is super hard. You know, the patience of sitting in that blind for such an amount of time, it's so taxing, and it's almost like you're in jail, and stringing together the days that you have to take and wait them out is it's taxing, but yeah, at any rate, the wolves are there, and I've made some popsicle baits for them. We had some pretty heavy weather there, so I took my butcher cuttings and put them in my tub sleigh, filled it with water, so it's not quite as easy for them to just take and come and go. The idea there was that what I wanted the wolves to take and stay at the bait to feed, obviously, so the hunter could get a shot. I got one bait there. It's a 180-yard shot. The other bait is a 400-yard shot. Planning on building some permanent blinds there this year. Hopefully the COVID restrictions can take and lift. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to accommodate some of my southern friends that want to come and sit and stare at the beautiful Rocky Mountains and have those wolves come out for a good wolf hunting experience. So, but at any rate, yeah, that's kind of my update. If I kind of think about where my number might be at for coyotes, I'm gonna say 90, 110, 130. I'm closing in on 150. Closing in on about 150, I would think. right around 150, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And I'm going to give my snares, I'm going to give them one more check. I'm going to take and pull everything because I don't want to come out and see too much of that. And I know we are literally probably, I'm going to say possibly a week or so away from them really getting packed up and chasing here during mating season. And obviously that does not help fur quality. So we'll give them one more check, and then I'm going to take and pull all those snares, and we'll just concentrate on wolves here for the rest of February. So just wanted to take and give an update and give a shout out to all my subscribers. I really appreciate all the positive comments that you guys are giving me. I've received a little backlash there from, I'm not exactly sure, but my channel kind of exploded a little bit on subscribers, but also in some of the, the anti-fur sentiment. But I haven't gotten enough yet that I'm going to turn my comments off on my channel. I got too many people that are like-minded like me that enjoy this line of work here and doing what we can to be conservationists and enjoying what we do. And I hope you enjoy the video. I'll try to keep you posted. I got lots of footage here. I just haven't really gotten to it. It all takes time. I've got some requests to take and make specific skinning and fleshing videos. So that does involve me with having my kids or my wife come in to run the camera. And hey, we're all busy. So I'll see if I can't solicit them and get them in here. I'll show you how I do it. I've learned what I've learned through talking to trappers, watching videos, so much stuff on YouTube, pick up little tricks. Like everybody does things a little different, and you kind of package that all up, put that into your own spot, and see how all that works for you. And I've kind of figured out what works for me, and so I'll try to put up a couple of decent tutorial videos where I'll kind of go through what I do, why I do it. I've done some for fun. I've done the speed skinning one and so on and so forth. Kind of did that for fun. I ended up with some pretty critical comments, cheating, trying to be a speed skinner with a winch and stuff like that. But hey, to each his own. I mean, do what you got to do. This is how I roll. So just wanted to give a shout out, let you know what I'm up to. And just totally stoked about going after the wolves. I can't tell you how excited I am. I've had a great time going after coyotes, had a lot of good success, had some really cool guys call me to come in and look after their coyote problems this winter. All of my trapping activity that I've done in central Alberta here this year, I've done it with a 2-wheel drive pickup with my machine on the back. Literally, we just have not got enough snow. I can drive every half mile down a farmer's field or 1 mile. And so a lot of blessings for me this winter. Met some super, super awesome people. Running into landowners that have got a need to see these critters here a little less populated. People losing their dogs and their cats. I mean, there are just some situations that are, super, super unacceptable. And the coyote proliferates unlike almost any other animal. And as far as canines go, they're gonna be the last ones here. That's my opinion. So they to control them and to have trappers that can accommodate. Especially landowners and farmers and so on. I'm really glad to be a part of it, and I want to thank all the folks that have called me and have wanted me to be a part of thinning out the herd a little bit, so to speak. And again, back to the wolves. Really hope to share some very, very exciting footage, and I just can't wait. I can't wait to take and run into the big boys out there in the mountains. It's scratching me right where I itch. So thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and And keep it real out there. Have fun. Stay safe. And we'll talk to you soon. Peace.